All right. Yo, what's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. Jeff Bache here, all about that Bache. Joined, as always, on these Thursday nights with Logan. Logan, what's up, man?
Not much, B. Just had a pretty standard week. Work week's coming to an end. Ready for the weekend, of course. Ready to play some Pokemon. Know you're excited for tonight, and I am too, bud.
Oh, yeah. Always excited. I'm excited for a 3-day weekend. MLK Day coming up on Monday. We got a
Yep.
little bit of a winter storm maybe rolling in, so there's some like whispers of an asynchronous day, which means I get to just stay home and submit some work to my kids to do. So we'll see if that ends up coming to pass. Maybe a nice little 4-day weekend can come in the mix. But before we I guess getting to that long weekend, we got some GLC today, and we got some pretty cool decks on display. I'm playing one of my favorite decks. I really felt the urge to play a favorite good deck today. And then Logan, you got kind of a new brew on the horizon. You got kind of a dragon deck on your screen, and I'll let you talk about that in a second. But let's just get into it. I'm playing my Fishy Jump deck tonight, or my version of Fishy Jump. I'm definitely not the original creator of this deck. So many people have worked on this deck throughout the list and throughout the years. I'm playing a version that's very similar to Leonardo's list that he played in one of the CBW tournaments recently. So just with a couple minor changes here and there. But, we're a Rain Dance deck. We got Frostmoth and we got Baxcalibur here, both with their Super Cold and Ice Dance abilities. Let's attach water energy as much as we like from our hand to one of our Pokemon. We got Octillery and Inteleon just because they're busted. We're going Old Wailord. We're talking Water Veil Wailord here because it can't be Copycat. I really like this card a lot. Kyogre is just busted. I think this is probably one of the best cards that Water has to offer. Dynamic Wave, 180 for 4 energy is a snipe attack. Or it could go active as well. It's just anywhere. Then 3 energy, jump back to your hand. And then I'm playing my Rapid Strike Starmie, multi-shot star, discard a water energy, do 30 damage, and you can discard as much as you like to do damage in multiples of 30. Our setup is a little bit different than you'll see in other water decks. Instead of Alolan Vulpix, we've got Basculin here, Hisuian Basculin, who's Gather the Crew, gets them onto our bench instead of our hand. It can't grab Evolutions, which is definitely an upside of Vulpix, but it still has that free attack. And then, of course, you guys know Bache. Bache doesn't leave home without a bench barrier. We got Manaphy, full art Manaphy, because, again, that's how much I respect the full art nature of my bench barriers. If Mew had a 4, I would have it, but no, here we go, Manaphy. So that's basically the core of the deck. I'm playing 70 HP basics now. I've had to get rid of my Rapid Strike ones, which I'm going to be honest with you, was a really sad endeavor. I teared up as I pulled these out of my deck. This Keep Calling attack by Sobble has happened a lot throughout my playing career. So getting rid of my Rapid Strike 60 HP basics, I don't know what to do about it, Logan, but you know what? It's time. Goodbye, 60 HP, 1 retreat basics. Hello, 70 HP, 1 retreat basics. And one of the reasons why I feel like I had to do that change is a card in your deck. So I'm going to shoot it over to you, Logan. Tell us about your dragon deck tonight.
Sure. So the deck that I brought to the table tonight, I've been very excited to get some cards in for it over the last couple of weeks. It's Mr. Lee Hoffman from the Discord from Cardboard Warriors. It is his second place asynchronous league list. He lost in the finals, I believe, to Eggs Mill. But this dragon deck is a user and abuser of the new Raging Bolt that you and I both raved about. We've seen this card on the channel now many, many times. With its Thunderburst Storm attack, the attack doing 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each energy attached. And this deck in particular has some very unique ways to, like I said, abuse this card. So for starters, it is a all basic deck. You'll see no evolution lines in this deck. So all of our starters, all of our Pokemon can be starters. And obviously we have some that are way more preferable than the others, but anything that we see on the opening hand, we can slap it down as our starting Pokemon. Now, turn 1 going second, the game plan is trying to get into our Raging Bolt as fastly as possible. And double energy attack cost, there's many ways for us to be able to achieve that in the Dragon archetype. We have cards like Crispin, Colress's Tenacity, Guzma and Hala, just to name a few of the supporters that can manageably get you into a couple of energy in the first turn. Then we also combo it with a bit of an older card here. This is Reshiram with its Turbo Blaze ability. Once during our turn, before we attack, we may attach, if this Pokemon is our active Pokemon, we may attach a fire energy from our hand to one of our dragon Pokemon. So Reshiram is, in a bit of a way, a little bit of energy acceleration to be able to kind of cheese some extra energy into play. Dragon, one of its strongest attackers, and another big attacker proponent of this deck is our Regidrago with its Dragon Sword and its Giant Fangs attack for 160. They're grass, fire, and colorless. Synergizes perfectly with that Turbo Blaze ability. Synergizes perfectly with the Double Dragon energy cost that most of our dragons see. And then we are playing a bit of the Ancient package. We do have the Caradon to pair with our Raging Bolt. That's going to allow us to use our Professor Sada's Vitality to be able to bring some of those energies back from the discard pile and into play, and allow us to be able to draw forward as well with its draw 3. Tatsugiri is our consistency engine. With its attract customers, we will be able to, if this Pokemon's in our active, look at the top 6 cards of our deck, reveal a supporter card that we find there, put it into our hand. Again, this is our consistency engine and a good piece in the deck. The deck does have a lot of mobility. There's Floatstone, Air Balloon in the deck, so we do have ways to kind of move around freely. A couple of unique cards in here are Wishful Baton, so that we can pass back some of the energies. With Dragon, you're living in dangerously low hand sizes most of the time. So one of our stadiums, a unique choice that he uses is Rose Tower. Be able to draw up to 3. Pairs wonderfully with Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. He plays Mallow, but I believe it's Mallow, right? I don't actually own a copy of Mallow, but I do have a copy of Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, so it does work the same way, letting us stack 2 cards on top of our deck so that we can kind of draw into those cards with, maybe a Dragon Sword or, like I said, a Rose Tower. Of course, we play Druddigon because Druddigon's also one of the best attackers in the Dragon archetype with its Revenge attack. Again, we can ramp up to 160 if one of our Pokemon were knocked out. And then another interesting attacker in the list. This is a different Drampa than the one that we're used to seeing with its Berserk attack. This Drampa, for 3 energy, has an attack called Dragon Arcana. If this Pokemon has 2 or more different types of basic energy attached to it, the attack does 70 more damage. So it can hit 140 for 3 different basic types of energy. This is a very basic energy-heavy deck. We're not playing any of the blend energies, any of the rainbow energies. The only special energy that is in here is the Double Dragon. Everything else is basic. So there are a lot of ways to accelerate basic energies and find basic energies so that we can go through with our game plan. I've done a lot of test hands with it this week. Haven't played any actual games against it, but I've got a feeling for kind of what it wants to do, and hopefully I can prove it good for Lee tonight and everyone that's watching.
Nice. Yeah. This is definitely a matchup I wanted to try out. We were talking a little bit in our build up to the stream about how, at least I'm thinking that, setup decks are lagging a little bit behind in Gym Leader Challenge, or at least in some of the circles that I've been privy to. It just feels like maybe setup decks are just a step or 2 slower than they need to be, or if they don't have a hot start, they can usually get overwhelmed pretty easily. So I kind of want to see that today. If one of the best setup decks, which is water, can maybe kind of do the thing and get going fast. These turbo decks run a little bit out of steam. So I think that, if I can weather the storm early, maybe, one of my Rain Dancers goes down, maybe I can pull out another Rain Dancer and get going and maybe take care of the mid to late game. But we'll see. I honestly am really intrigued by how this will go.
Yeah, for sure. I've watched a lot of GLC this week. I watched the Conquest today with Andrew and Ben Morris, and it seemed like the Evolution decks, when they were paired up against other Evolution decks, were having a good time, but the Turbo list these days are just kind of pushing that out of the archetype. Like you had mentioned, the 70 HP basics. Can't get away with a 60 HP basic against a Raging Bolt who can, for a Double Dragon, just slap anything.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But Dragon deserves it. If any type has deserved to maybe
Yeah.
have its time in the light, Dragon deserves it. So I'm excited to see this. Now I have named your list on screen tonight, Logan. Trogdor Dragon. I don't know if that's aging me. Do you know the reference, Logan?
No, go
Okay.
ahead, Pete.
All right. I don't know if anyone else knows, but like back before YouTube, when I was in my teens, when the internet was just existing, there was like the one site where you could go to have like a little bit of fun was called Homestar Runner. And
Okay.
Homestar Runner was just a random website of random stuff before you had your funny YouTube videos. This is like E-Bomb's world for people who are my age or older. So again, aging myself quite a bit here, but Taylor Swift and I are the same age, so let me just point that out. She's super famous.
Exactly.
But anyway, Trogdor was a funny dragon that got drawn, and they had a whole song about it. So anyway, Trogdor is a dragon, and he burninates the countryside and smashes through thatched roof cottages. So anyway, Trogdor dragon, but I think is the name Dragobox? Is that the official name, Dragobox?
Yeah, that's the list. That's the list on the actual Cardboard Warriors website. If you wanted to go look it up, this is the version 5 of his list. He's toying around with it right now, but this is his D5
Cool.
credit.
Looks like he just hopped in stream too. So what's up, Lee? Spence said this was the semifinals list. I think you said
Gotcha.
finals earlier. Semifinals.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who was in the files. Oh, it was Hitmons again. It was Hitmon Stack Attack with Hitmons versus Eggs Mill. That was the finals. So
Gotcha.
All right, Logan. Let's get to it though. Heads or tails? What
Heads,
you got?
Heads.
All right, heads it is.
I'll go second.
All right, GG's game 2. Logan, I asked a question in the Discord today. I'd love to get your opinion on it. We talked about a mulligan rule, and that's the best starter. But we are gonna get straight up murdered on if I don't draw anything else. But I asked about the mulligan rule. So again, one of the judges at my locals last night, he had a pretty interesting, idea for what to do about the mulligan rule to kind of prevent non-games. And so the idea was at the beginning of the game, you draw 13 cards, your 7 plus your 6 for prizes. Then you pick your 6 prizes from that 13, and then you put them away. So what are your thoughts on that?
It's a lot of skill expression, I would say. It's interesting. I don't know if anybody can ever. I don't know, man. It's just like one of those hard things where the Pokemon is Pokemon. So until they give us some kind of mulligan ruling, or until someone who controls the format at least gives us a mulligan ruling, it's just hard to see anything that I don't know actually is feasible. I kind of lean to the side of like if you were gonna mulligan, which why not just do it similar to Magic, I guess, and mulligan and get one less card. I don't know. Yeah. Definitely a conversation.
No. I brought that up too because my thing is like, hey, you get to see 13 cards and then you get to put 6 ones that you don't want into your prizes. Well, then like, hey, Lost Zone Psychic never, ever, ever has to worry about their good cards being in their prizes, right? Like they're always going to have Culver's Experiment. They're always going to have Sableye. Like it's always going to be good, right? Combo decks are going to get better. Aggro decks are going to get better. Like Snorlax DCE after seeing 13 cards is just going to be like the norm. So like while it does minimize mulligans and minimizes non-games, it would make that more combo-y. And then when you mentioned Magic, because Magic, you go down cards every time mulligan. I just don't know if that will work with all the discard we have in this format. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's you get an optional mulligan and then your opponent draws a card. That was kind of the
Yeah. Right. Just like kind of a mishmash of our rules for sure. I like that.
Cool. Anyway, just some thoughts. I was thinking about it today and making games non-games, but all right, Logan, let's hop to it. Game 1. I've got 50 HP Basculin, and I've got Hisuian Heavy Ball here. So this is going to be a lot riding on Hisuian Heavy Ball.
I think you're safe.
I will play Hisuian Heavy Ball. We will do the official prize check. All right, Snom, Remoraid, Ultra Ball, Dive Ball, Guzma. Oof. But we do have Remoraid. Remoraid over Snom. All right, and then I think I'll just pass to you.
Don't have an amazing first hand, but we will see what our top deck is. Really help us too much. So we've got Mysterious Treasure, a couple of energy cards, Turbo Energize, Sada's Vitality, and a Rose Tower. So I think that what we are going to start off with is Mysterious Treasuring away one of the basic energies in our hand. We'll go with the Fighting Energy to search our deck for a Dragon Pokemon. And while we're in here, let's do our Bayesian Logan little cheater prize check.
Cheater prize check. Cheater
What's
prize
locked out
check.
for us. The worst, but not the best.
I mean, I'm sitting here looking at your hand, Logan, and it's like it's a ton of energy, but it's got a search and it's got energy turbo energize. So like
Yep.
it's kind of everything that deck wants to do, right?
Right. Yep. Except that, we may not be able to get into the Raging Bolt snipe attacks as fast as we want to with your Basculin living. Definitely inevitable that a bench barrier is coming down into play off of your attack. You don't evolve. I don't foresee that. I mean, maybe, but from here, I think we will just get one of our big guys reading the field. I don't think that. I think that Bolt may not actually be the play right now, and that's okay. We're gonna go with Caradon.
Mm-hmm.
We are gonna go back in. We are gonna attach energy from hand to Regidrago, Technical Machine, Turbo Energize, and could put Rose Tower into play and draw a card. And also Dragon's Horde. So we definitely are going to shuffle up our deck so that we can get some draws.
Oh yeah, 2 extra cards here. Good.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, do you dust Dragon's Horde in case you get like 2 playables and then
Yeah, that's the route that I'm going to go. Yep.
Nice. Yeah. Sequencing matters.
We will Dragon Sword and draw 2 cards. Gets us into a couple of playables here, or a couple of pieces. We have Reshiram we can bench. We drew into a Marnie, so we could Marnie and keep going, progressing with the hand, but I think that I have a Sada's Vitality play on the brain for next turn, given the board state. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Turbo Energize 2 energies from my deck. We're going to take Fire Energy, and we're going to go with a Water Energy.
Gotta imagine both going straight to Caradon, right?
Yep. We'll accelerate both onto the Caradon. Turbo Energize. Started. And your turn, B.
All right, we'll draw. All right. Hand kind of mopey, if I'm going to be honest with you. I have Colress, and right now Colress is drawing me 3 cards. But my hand is real bad regardless. It could maybe be better next turn if Ascon gets me 2 more to the bench, but we're likely taking a KO, all things considered. So is it better to just wait in Colress? I mean, I don't really see you committing much. You might commit like 1 more dragon down, and so, is it better to just go ahead and whip the Colress and see what I get, or just wait a turn? I don't think our hand's getting much better. So I think game plan might be, let's just go ahead and throw a Floatstone on Remoraid. Let's throw a I don't even think Chaotic Swell is worth it, to be honest, because I really want to get into a Brooklet Hill potentially too. So I think I'd rather just
Sure.
play Colress, and let's Colress for 3 here.
Or give yourself any out to Pokemon Search.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, our hand was, not good. It was the stage 2 Excalibur plus a Water Energy, Chaotic Swell, Colress, and Nessa. So, like, it was not good. We're going to redraw into all those cards, though. I can feel it. It's been that sort of week. I've had a great week, Logan. I've had an absolutely great week. Date night on Tuesday, locals
Yeah.
on Wednesday. I get to play GLC with you today, so I'm owed a little bit of maybe bad karma for how good my week has been.
Since the list doesn't play Kyurem, yeah, that would definitely be devastating.
You know what? Yes, Colrun next turn. Fortunately, we're playing Palpad.
Yeah.
All right.
You're
well,
cool.
let's go ahead and nest ball here.
Sure. So we did find one extra basic.
We did. It's gonna be Sobble Boy, and then I'll just finish my. I guess I should actually probably attach an energy, right? Here's an energy on Sobble, and then let's go ahead and gather said crew. Here is a Whalmer. Here is. In honesty, it should probably just be. Actually, I don't think you can KO anything. I'm going to get Whalmer, and I'm going to get Frigibax.
You don't know what I know.
All
and
right.
I know that it's going to be hard to KO anything anyway.
Yeah.
With Double Dragon's prized, so that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll work our way through that. But this is why I went the route that I did. This is why I kind of was like, we don't have to go the bolt. Piranha gets in there, it does a lot of damage, and I've, in my test hands, it's been very valuable to me.
Yep. All right, all you after that.
All right, I will drop turn.
Kyurem is a mean card, and you shouldn't play it.
Yep. And like I had mentioned, it's not in this deck, so you're definitely safe for the...
No, which I didn't know, to be honest. Probably a misplay on my part, playing Colress and the Dragon. But you know what?
Sure.
We're going to do it anyway.
Sure. All right. So, and not much better. We do have, like I had mentioned, Sawdust Vitality so that we can accelerate this energy onto this Caradon. Draw forward 3 if we find any out to... being able to get into this Caradon. I also did draw a Volkner, which if we would have accelerated a fighting energy, we probably could have gotten an escape rope and went that way. I was sort of pilled time. So that's where we're going this turn. I'm going to and then any farther all supporters. We're going to Sawdust Vitality. Mm-hmm. We're going to attach fighting energy to Caradon. Draw 3 cards. Good cards. We're definitely happy with that. Like I said, the deck has a lot of mobility, so drawing into some of these are not possible to think of. Can't then do Dragon Sword. That's okay. We will play Switch Cart. Switch our basic Regidrago into Caradon. And Caradon will use its Shred attack for 130 damage, and we'll take a knock.
Cool. Basculin's down. We'll go up in a Remoraid and hope that our top deck is just busted, and it was not. We're just in kind of a bad spot all around. So we'll retreat Remoraid into Whalmer. I'm going to give up the Whale. Cards in hand?
70.
7. Pass.
And I will draw. You didn't play a support.
Basculin's right in this deck. You missed me saying that Vulpix is really good. Basculin's right in this deck. For the Basculegion.
we're going to do this turn is we're going to go ahead and start to establish another attacker. Not going to Marnie you. You're not played anything that makes me warrant a Marnie. So I'm going to play Volkner. Search my deck for an item card and a lightning energy card. We're going to get a quick ball and a basic lightning energy. We are going to play said quick ball card Rose Tower.
No, play it. Play the Rose Tower.
We're going to go ahead and get ourselves our Raging Bolt. Pairs perfectly with that lightning energy that we just picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and start powering up our secondary attacker. We're going to attach return to the Raging Bolt. We're going to play Trekking Shoes. Look at the top card of our deck. That's an escape rope. I will definitely keep that card.
Mm-hmm.
And we will, from here, shred for 130 damage, take a knockout.
All right. Welmer's down. We'll go up into Rimmerade, and we'll draw here. And I think we'll scoop. I just don't think there's anything. Inteleon, Baxcalibur, Hexmaniac was my hand. Basically, opening up Colress there was a little rough.
Yes.
The nature of what we had to do. But I feel like we made our plays to keep us in the game as long as we could. But we just got ran over without the right cards, which is, again, kind of what you would expect from a matchup of this nature. Sure. But we get to go second now, which, not saying our hand would have been much better. Our opening hand was, like I mentioned it was Nessa Hexmaniac. So Colressing was definitely the right call. You know, we were a Drizzile or a Rare Candy into Inteleon away from actually getting to play the game. We didn't. We didn't get to play the game. Yo, what's up? Your boy Frank. No idea where you can see the deck list right now. You can go to Cardboard Warriors and you can look them up right now, but they are nowhere that you can access at the moment. Sorry. Well, Weeder was creating an extension where you could see the deck list, but Twitch laid off a whole bunch of people and then never approved it.
Who does he want, yours or this one?
Either one. Both of them are up on Cardboard Warriors. Mine.
We can put them in the Discord or not. We can put them in your Discord or not.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. If you're looking at Cardboard Warriors, Lee's Dragobox list. I think it's one of the featured lists up there. You can find it, and then this list is called Fishy's Jump, or I think my exact version is called Water Snipe because it's got some snipe elements in it. You know me, got to go after them benches. So I don't play boss that much. I play boss when you can just snipe the bench, baby. By the way, Ninetales most busted card in Fire. I think without a doubt, Ninetales took like 7 KOs across my 3 games, and you know,
awesome. Yeah, you've been preaching that one for a little while now.
Early pressure goaded. It turns out.
I need to build me a good fire deck. Like I've always said, the only fire deck that I have is Fire Mill, and that's
there's not a good fire deck. Don't worry about it.
Well,
you said you build a good fire deck. There's not one. Don't worry about it. No. We could.
One that attacks.
All right, there you go. There you go.
All right, you're going second. 7. I'm mulliganed out this time.
Cool. I'm mulliganed out too with a Buddy Poffin hand. No.
Nice.
Spence, I think that they're fun fire lists. Don't get me wrong. I want to see the Swamp Fire list do well. It did well at full grip games. I'll say that. A fire list has won. Fire won full grip before Water did. So there's that. Sure. Just playing Macargo with oh god, what's it called? The Salazzle. Just not my idea of consistent and easily set upable.
Old man pilled too, though. So are we out of touch? Possibly.
I'm an old man.
I am an old man. All right. All right. We definitely got a basic that time.
We got 1, 2. And I got one of my favorite cards to play. And I get to do my favorite attack. I don't know, Spence, man. When I'm playing against good decks, my Macargo never lives. That's all I'm going to say. It's like they know. It's like they know. Sorry, I'm not going to play a Reizu. I believe you guys that it's good. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to play Apricorn Maker instead. More flexible. That's like more flexible cards. I like a Reizu as a card. I tried to make a Reizu work. I just think Apricorn Maker is more flexible. I'm a bigger fan of more flexible cards. Logan, you know this about me, right?
I do.
I love me some flexible cards.
Flexibility and consistency. That's
Sonya,
it.
baby.
Yep. I love Sonya. I have Sonya in a lot of this that people tell me I'm crazy with. But yeah, I love the consistency and the versatility.
Mm-hmm.
All right, B. I drew for turn.
Yep.
Let's see. I don't have too much going on in this opening hand. We do have second basic. We can plop down the Reshiram. Didn't have a fire energy in hand, so didn't really feel like there was a reason to start the Reshiram. I will Trekking Shoes. I will keep that card and pass the turn to you, B.
All right, we'll draw here. Well, hey, the reason why I'm talking it up, we got Apricorn, baby. Give me 2 balls.
Heck yeah.
So your balls will never be prized when you can only get 2 of them. All right. I think it's just Nest Quick Ball. Let me do the cheater prize check real quick so I'm not messing with anyone. That being said, hey, look, 3 of my balls are prized. So.
Oh my gosh.
But hey,
Yeah.
we only need 2 of them.
We need 2 of them.
No Pokemon. Irida's prize. That's a little bit of thing. All right. Anyway, Quick Ball, Nest Ball is going to be our game plan. We'll go ahead and Quick Ball, and Quick Ball is going to discard an energy. And then we'll go find Quick Ball first. It is going to find us 70 HP Sobble, and then Nest Ball second here is just going to find us Remoraid. Let's get some consistency. We're going to be back in our deck for a 3rd time as well. Here is Energy on Kyogre, and then here is Wave Summoning, just the best attack in water.
Yes, sir. Definitely. They were hopping it up today on the stream with Andrew, and there's a million times that we Wave Summoning. I feel the same way about that attack.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will draw for turn. Pretty good basic attacker to pick up. We pick up the Regidrago off the top.
Mm-hmm.
So we will bench the Regidrago, and we've got a pretty cool play lined up. What we are going to do is we are going to play Switch Cart.
Nice.
I'm going to switch into Reshiram.
Ooh, that's scary.
Then we're going to play Crispin.
Okay.
Search our deck for 2 energies of different types.
Oh, is Regidrago going to be attacking in this turn? That's busted.
You'd love that, but I don't think that we can quite piece that together. But we're close with what we have. We don't have access to a Double Dragon.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Well,
so that's why.
Is it not? Yeah, I was assuming you had like Quick Ball. So like Crispin attach, Quick Ball to discard pile, plus energy from hand if you had the grass energy, right? It's just Regidrago attacking.
What am I missing that you're not? Where are we getting the...
You'd have to discard the fire energy, right, for Reshiram? Is Reshiram... Oh,
right.
Reshiram's from hand, right?
Reshiram's from hand.
Oh, then yeah, all you would need was the grass energy plus a way to switch again.
Yeah.
which is a lot to have. But that's
Right.
what I was thinking you
Right.
were gonna do.
No, we don't have it like that. We don't have it like that. Especially playing Crispin. We ain't got it like that.
All right.
But I just wanted to make sure there was some cool line that I was not missing.
No,
Because,
no. You
like,
would need the grass energy plus a switch in there.
yeah.
But I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
sitting here
yeah.
being like, no, Kyogre, you're dead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, so what we are going to do is we are going to Turbo Blaze Fire Energy onto Regidrago.
Oh, did you attach with Crispin?
Sorry. Yes, the attachment is going to be the Lightning Energy to Reshiram.
Cool. All right.
All right, Fire Energy to hand, Fire Energy from Turbo Blaze down. Okay. Then we are going to play down Technical Machine Turbo Energize. I think we actually will put Rose Tower into play right now. We'll pick up that extra card, and we will end our turn with a Turbo Energy.
Cool. Meta prediction with prismatic evolutions. I don't think anything from prismatic evolutions is going to have an impact. I think that your best decks are still going to be, I think it's Whales and Colorless, and Psychic is a pretty clear top three. But I think Dragon's right there. Those would be my top four.
We will Turbo Energize.
Yeah, we did our set review the other day. There's just not a lot coming from this set. There's some pretty cool supporters though. There's like the draw 4 card supporter and discard your hand if you don't have less than or more than 5 cards in it, which is like really cool. I think it's called a Mars. That card looks pretty sweet. I don't know what it's gonna be in, but it looks cool. There's one other. Oh, Larry's something, which is just like poor man's Peony or poor man's Rosa.
All right. Turbo Energize. We will attach Grass Energy to Regidrago, Water Energy to Rampa, and your go, B.
All right. We'll draw. All right. Thank goodness we drew that card. I have Colress in hand again. Gosh, maybe it's just time to take Colress out. But I drew Marnie. What's funny is I could, Colress here. If I get any playables, I could just use Rose Tower. But I do think I will just Marnie here.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely the better play.
We did attach. We went ahead and attached energy to Kyogre though before we did this. All right, so
sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right.
You got a very good 3 cards out of our hand, so good morning.
Well, we got a potentially good card. You guys know me. We're playing a timer ball. I say I hate it, and yet here we are. Necessary evil. So we're only hoping for a triple tails here. It is a double tails.
Yikes.
I don't know if I've ever been this unfortunate. But you know what?
In a while.
Date night on Tuesday was so fun. We went out. We had some good dinner. It was just a good old time. I loved me some date night this week. So you know what? Again, getting that. My mic is really low. It might just be the way I'm talking. Really low, though, is a little weird to me.
Yeah.
Not normally this low. Let me see if it's got turned down on my mic. All right. Tell me now, brother. Is it better? I'm just going to end my turn with a wave summoning, and we'll go from there.
Definite pressure on us now. We will draw for turn. Oh, that is unfortunate. That gets us into the active, but it does not get us all the way. All right. So we will bench Druddigon. And our hand is Pokegear, Quick Ball, Guzma, and Fighting Fury Belt. So we have a potential to get into the Drago this turn, but if we do, then we're not dealing with this Kyogre. Kyogre's coming back and swinging and hitting something right back in the face. So what I think I'm going to do is play the Pokegear. Top 7 cards in my deck, see if we find a more valid supporter. Marnie and Clara. It doesn't seem like a bad shout. We're going to take the Marnie off the Pokegear.
Cool. So before you make your decision, I do want to make it clear I've only got 2 cards in hand, Logan. So I don't know if
Sure.
that changes your
Sure.
opinion on taking Marnie or not.
Sure. But we're going to take it.
Cool.
Whether or not we play it that will be decided.
Do it.
Like I said, we also have a Guzma in hand, so I definitely have some thoughts and validities to, if I can't take a knockout, then possibly just Guzmaing something up. Seeing. Draw some more cards that way.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
All right. How I think I want to route this is, if we are going to Guzma, I think that's the appropriate way to play it at this point right here. I'm going to quick ball away the Marnie. So that +1 card definitely okay for me to have there anyway. What we're going to do is we're going to get down our Tatsugiri. We're giving base multiple targets, plus getting our consistency engine down. We have multiple attackers at this point. Don't really see a need for either of the ancients. Maybe we can save that package for a little bit later whenever those cards get knocked out. Then I'm going to attach a Fighting Fury belt to our Dredagon. I'm going to Guzma and elect to bring up the Whale. Far away from that becoming a problem. If we could have taken this KO, obviously Saba would be the better shout, but we're not guaranteed to hit an energy, so we're going to draw some cards and see what we can do. We're Rose Tower first for 3. Play Acrobat. Put card into my hand, and I will discard Paradon. And I will Dragon Sword, where I was a little bit worried on missing out. So definitely had to play it the way that we played it. I'm very happy with the way that we played it. I will bench Raging Bolt and pass my turn B.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll draw here. Evolve into Artabax. We'll throw energy on Whalmer, and then we'll use your Rose Shower to draw 2 cards here.
Sure.
Yeah, I think from here we just pass.
I'll draw for turn.
So your boy Frank, which official tournament have a GLC division? I think every single regionals has GLC side events. It's not like an official, like, here's a deck list sort of thing, but you can show up and play on all 3 days, usually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, in kind of a larger tournament, and then some of them have pods, so there's that.
Right. I'm going to play Guzman Hala, discard Escape Rope and Colorless Tenacity.
Okay.
He's going to have to let me know. This Dragon Arcana, if I slap a double dragon on it, it's doing 140, correct?
What's the text say again? I have that card.
If this Pokemon has 2 or more different types of basic energy attached.
Well, it says 2 different types of basic energy, right?
So then no.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, good. I'll make sure. All right.
Lee's also giving us the no in chat.
Good. Good. All right. So from my Guzman Hala, I will get Floatstone and Palpad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll attach Floatstone to Reggie Drago. I will put Double Dragon on Raging Bolt. I'm going to Pal Pad.
Mhm.
Back in Crispin and Guzma. I feel like I'm valuing not dropping that Double Dragon onto the Reggie Drago. I know that that lets you live another turn, maybe more to my demise, but I'm establishing a very good board over here with multiple threats that, like you said, maybe we run out of steam, but right now we are definitely developing in a way that I'm very happy with. So
Yep, it's definitely scary on this side. I feel like we're one card from blowing up ourselves, so we're gonna, hopefully get there and have a game for ourselves. I think Pal Pal was already in his hand,
it
Lonnie.
was.
It
It
was.
was.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yep.
he should just showed us his entire hand there. He just Guzma Hollowed for the Floatstone and the DDE.
Yep. Yep. Discarded, tried to get down cards so that I could Rose Tower and Dragon Sword for more value. Essentially. Alright, so we drew into some non-playables that nothing that I really want to play. How many cards in hand, D?
Currently 3.
I think that Reggie Drago in the active. I want to go ahead and bump this Rose Tower for Stormy Mountains.
I would.
To let you not draw cards. Stormy Mountains, Dragon Sword for 2. Alright, and pass the turn from there, B.
All right, we'll draw. All right. All right. VS Seeker for Marnie. Play Marnie.
Sure.
One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, there is our Rain Dancer. Pass.
Draw. Go. Max Elixir.
All right.
Top 6.
There's one. Is it the right one?
It's a valuable one.
Yep.
We can accelerate that onto our Raging Bolt.
Yep. Regime Bolt coming in could hit Sobble or Remoraid here.
Yep.
Getting punished for not putting down our friend Manaphy, who was in our hand last turn.
Sure.
Before we marnied.
All right. Cards in hand.
The 4.
And we have an Arvin for turn.
Okay.
Would have been a really busted turn had I not had to discard the escape rope. We would have been attaching a ton of energy right here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Let's go. No tools down. Nothing to really worry on that front. So we're going to go bicycle, and that's it. Tools in our hand that we actually want access to right now. I hold off on that. We are going to attach energy for turn to our Rampa.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to play Bicycle for 2. Fine. We're going to retreat our Regidrago.
Yep.
Into our Raging Bolt. And then we are going to Thunderstorm Burst. We are going to knock out your Sobble.
All right. Sobble's down. We'll draw for turn here. Let's Guzma up the Drugigon.
Sure.
And we'll go up into Kyogre here. Go ahead and attach energy to Wailmer with Super Cold. Go ahead and bench down a lowly 40 HP Staryu. And then I'm going to Dynamic Wave. We'll take care of the Bolt. 3 energy back to hand. Take a prize. Why? Why is that the prize?
We will draw for turn. Let's kick the turn off with a Stormy Mountains. Our deck, I believe we have access to any more basic Pokemon, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay with that on that front. We're going to be able to take this knockout on this Kyogre with the cards that we have access to in hand. See from there what we can also piece together. No tools on Beish's side of the board still, but we are going to do an interesting play here where we've kept the Field Blower around. We are going to
Say, I like it if you're going to Field Blow your own tool so you can go Air Balloon.
I know.
That's
I know you do.
That's why we chose the Drugigon, is that it already had a tool attached. But
and
this is a pretty sick play.
And if we had a way to accelerate the water, it'd be fine. We don't have the water down. Got Rhyhorn, but no access to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that this is the play. I am going to go ahead and Field Blower away my Fighting Fury Belt.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go Air Balloon. Going to go discard my Stormy Mountains for Viridian Forest.
Nice.
To discard a Fire Energy.
Mm-hmm.
Search out Lightning Energy.
Mm-hmm. Man, this game would have been so over if timer balls had hit 1 heads.
Oh yeah. I agree. I definitely agree. We're definitely in the weeds now. Retreat into Drampa. Dragon Arcana for 140 damage.
All right. Kyogre's down. We'll go up in a free retreat Staryu. And we'll draw. Not a great card. And this is such a tough spot, but like I think I have to kind of take this KO here. And the only one that can really do it is Baxcalibur.
Yeah.
What's the Drampa's HP?
120.
120. All right, let's
Yep.
play Hisuian Heavy Ball and just look at my prize options. Iono Irida, Ultra Ball, Level Ball, all in there. All right, let's go and let's bench a Snom as backup. Let's throw 3 energy onto our friend here. Let's go ahead and retreat into Baxcalibur. Yeah, and let's just take this KO. Let's keep up, and then hopefully we get something good off our prizes.
Promote Regidrago and draw for turn.
Yep.
Let's Rescue Stretcher.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like we put, because we still have access to not Stretcher too. So I'm just gonna Rescue Stretcher for Caradon.
Okay.
Bench the Caradon. Then we are going to Rhyhorn. On to Regidrago.
Mm-hmm.
We'll search our deck for a card.
Yep.
Couple of different choices that I like here. I like Special Charge to put the Double Dragon back. I like Not Stretcher to be able to grab an energy back. I like Earthen Vessel to be able to grab an energy back. Don't have a way to accelerate multiple. I think that the actual choice is none of those. So we'll grab Energy Retrieval.
Nice.
Let's check our Discord. Yeah, let's do that. We'll grab Energy Retrieval as our card. We're not going to bother not showing it to you because we're going to play it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to play down Energy Retrieval, and we will put back into our hand a Fire and a Fighting Energy. I will attach the Fighting Energy to Caradon. And then we're going to get to Dragon's Horde for 1. Okay. Good. We're going to Giant Fangs for 160 damage. Knockout.
All right. Baxcalibur's down. We'll go up in a Starry, and we'll draw for turn. That's kind of an interesting card. Does Peony get me anything that Irida doesn't? They kind of get me like the exact same thing, except I don't have a lot of Pokemon search in my card. Because my balls are prized. So Irida is definitely the way. So let's start with an Irida. And I know we're definitely grabbing Evolution Incense. And I guess I could grab Wailord here.
Sure.
I really need to get... Peony might have actually been nice. It could have gotten me Diaball and Evolution Incense, but I think we need the draw. How much can I get my hand down? You're kind of helping me a bit with the Viridian here.
Sure.
Let's just grab the Frostmoth and the Evolution Incense, and then we'll play Frostmoth, we'll Evolution Incense for Octillery.
Mm-hmm.
So now we just need to find an energy. We know we're going to at least get one more. So I'm going to discard Basculegion for a water energy.
Sure.
We'll attach that water energy to Whelmer with Ice Dance. Then I will Super Rod. Let's put Kyogre Sobble. To be fair, it's probably just Sobble and 2 energy. Don't shuffle our discard
Don't
pile.
shuffle our discard pile.
We put those cards in our deck, chat. All right, so a lot riding on Octillery here. We got to look at 4 cards. We've used our supporter for turn. But we got unlimited attachments to our bench and free retreat, Staryu. Is this the best Wailord in GLC? I think it's the best Wailord if you're concerned about copycat attackers. The Wailord I'm playing is the Viv one, and it can't be copycatted because it's damage per water energy. All right, 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we are missing out a little bit here.
One piece.
I think we get to do some maybe kind of cool stuff potentially. All right, let's bump for Brooklet Hill here. Let's use Brooklet Hill. Let's grab Basculin.
Played Irida for turn, right?
I did play Irida for turn, yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and Ice Dance another energy onto Whalmer. And then I am just going to retreat into Basculin here. I think we just got to get this Wailord into play.
Sure.
And once we get this Wailord into play, I think we'll be in an okay spot. But let's go ahead and use Basculin, and let's grab our Sobble.
I will draw for turn. If we could take out the whale, it would be huge.
Yep.
So
It's
looking at, of course, looking at what we do have access to, Guzma is still back in the deck from where we had put it earlier. So we have a little bit of a look, see if we can rip that Guzma. I do have...
New Wailord goes in this deck 100% spends.
100%. I will Trainer's Mail, like they were saying on stream today even, so, like, you guard yourself against, if we wouldn't have left Guzman in the discard pile, it would have been great. You leave yourself, also 1 less ability into decks that want to do damage to those abilities, too. So, like, Weavile, it doesn't do, Weavile can't do as much damage to it either. Yeah, definitely.
It's just the optimal Wailord now. Doesn't need an ability. Doesn't need special energy. It's just too good. You could still even just play Reversal. I'm not going to play Reversal, but you could still just play Reversal.
Versus Seeker off of our Trainer's Mail. If we left our lovely Guzman in there, we would have had it right there, and man, that would have been almost backbreaking. Right. We do have some play here. We are going to Sawdust. Fire energy onto our Caradon. Draw 3 cards. Play Special Charge. Put our Double Dragon energy back into the deck. Play Ultra Ball and discard Volkner and Mysterious Treasure. Just doing that to fail that search too, chat. Just thinning, kind of proofing ourselves in case base Marnie's us or Iono's us down or ends us down low. Return, I will attach Fire Energy to Dredagon And I will Dragon Sword for 1 card. All right. And then I'm going to Giant Fangs for 160 damage, take a knockout.
All right, Basculin's down. Go up and star you and draw. Well, that's kind of a useless card. Kind of a useless card. All right, let's Brooklet Hill to start.
Surprising, all those balls hurts.
It does a bit.
Yeah, it did.
Mostly, it's like level all my outs to an early Drizzile or early something else. We're gone. All right, nothing here. Nothing here. All right, problem. I've got Inteleon in hand, and I've got Peony. So I can get into Wailord this turn for sure.
Sure.
I got Ness in the deck. You know what? We're doing it. All right. Superior Energy Retrieval. We're going to discard Ball Guy and Inteleon. And we're going to grab back 1, 2, 3 energy. We'll Ice Dance 2 to Sobble. And then I'm going to attach for turn to Staryu.
Sure.
Then I will play Peony to go and get 2 trainer cards. It's going to be Dive Ball for sure. And I think it's just going to be Nessa Dive Ball, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I have to reveal them because it does mean it says 2 trainer cards on it. Let's Dive Ball for our Wailord. And we'll put it on the right Pokemon, not our Staryu. All right, Nessa in hand. Let's go ahead and Octillery for 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's evolve into Drizzile here.
Yep.
And I am going to get probably just Hexmaniac doesn't really matter too much here.
Right.
Probably just a Pal Pad, to be honest. All right. Retreat into Wailord. I don't know what stadium you could be playing, but I'm going to go ahead and put down a Chaotic Swell. And then let's Wailord here for a whole bunch of damage. 170.
I think that maybe one oversight could be game breaking for you. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see what we get.
Cool. Is it not playing down Manaphy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about that. I also had the Starmie in hand, but I valued free retreat this turn.
Sure.
So we'll see if all of that comes back to bite me.
Sure. All right. So we will. I've got Knot Stretcher. So I'm going to Knot Stretcher. And I'm going to put Raging Bolt back into my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Bench Raging Bolt. And then we will play Versus Seeker for Rahan. Rahan and energy from discard pile onto our Raging Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Go with the lightning energy, search our deck for any card. Star you 40 HP, correct?
Yep, 40 HP.
Play down a basic fighting energy return to our Raging Bolt. Treat.
Yep.
I'm going to Thunderburst Storm your Star you.
It's dead.
Okay.
All right.
Thought about committing the Double Dragon to hit for Inteleon or for Drizzile, but
you just have Guzman in hand, right?
That's what I picked from Rahan. Yep.
Yeah. So I just need to find a shuffle draw effect. I don't think I quite have it. So we are Guzmud probably out of the game here. So yeah, that's GG's. So yeah, not playing Manaphy there definitely got us punished. Not evolving into Starmie as well, although I do think you could have gotten to the 90 regardless.
I could have. Yep.
Yeah. So yep, GG's.
But it wouldn't have guaranteed my Guzma, but I grabbed that Guzma thinking if we do not get our hand disturbed, that would be our GG play. So
cool.
Yeah.
All right, Logan. I need one more because I need a good opening hand that isn't Colress for 3 on a couple of games. So that was a fun game though. I really enjoyed that one. Yeah. Again, a couple mistakes, things that just like as you play this matchup more and more, you get used to. Like, hey, knowing. Still at Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri was going to be our way to KO. If we were going to go after Tatsugiri plus something else, potentially if we could get all the energy onto Starry. But, yeah. Other dragon holding the lightning energy apart from Raging Bolt. I don't think there's anything in his deck that actually needs a lightning energy.
No.
There was a Dromp of that game that had one at some point. It's the weird Drompa that does more energy based on what's in its hand.
And like I said, this is a very basic, heavy list. It's got 3 basic fighting, 3 basic fire, 1 basic grass, 2 basic lightning, 2 basic water. Mm-hmm. So the count and with these dragons, they all have weird attacks. But for the most part, their second attack does come with a colorless cost. As long as you can pay those 2, then you're okay. The deck plays Earthen Vessel. You saw me play Energy Retrieval. We got Clara. We got Max Elixir. There's just so many ways to accelerate energy in this deck. I'm finding myself liking it more and more.
Yeah, it's a cool deck. Still just so bummed. I think that if we had any heads on our timer ball, that game is completely different. We double tails with Sobble and with Remoraid on our bench. And just 1 heads, baby. Come on. That was...
Did we miss something? He said, hold up. I don't know. Probably not.
None.
All right.
None.
You're going second, correct?
Yep, always. Basic this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Reasonable hand. It's like the last day, Pat. It's like the last day of the async league. All right? That's probably one of the reasons why you can't get a game either. All right, we got Remoraid.
We got Karadon.
Yep. He got 9,000 channel points, and my chinchilla is not alive anymore.
Well, mess ball. I'm going to take a look at our prize cards. See what we prized. Pretty rough. No Pokemon, but a lot of pretty important.
What prize searcher are you running, if any? Logan, is it just Hisuian Heavy Ball as your one way to prize, and then no
Hisuian Heavy Ball's not even in the list.
Oh,
yep. Right. And I think I think the more that I've test handed the deck, the more that I see why. Like I said, it is kind of we want to go Raging Bolt early, but there is a lot of flexibility in it that just kind of you don't always have to have those exact plays. I don't think.
If you want Logan to say Schwamp Fire, you have to pay him $10. Send it directly to him.
Send it directly to Beish. All right, and then I don't think that we have any advantage to Stormy Mountains in this turn. I'd rather bump your stadium if Need be. We'll attach return to Caradon and pass from there, B.
All right, we'll draw. Our hand is. I don't know what it is, but Colress loves to find me as my
Oh
only
my gosh.
supporter in my opening hand. We're
What
gonna
a
do it
night.
again, just because my hand is like so not good. But we got Brooklet Hill here, so we got energy retreat into Basculin. We're pretty good.
Sure.
Prices are okay. We'll survive. We'll survive. So let's Brooklet Hill. We're gonna get Basculin here. And this means we are going to Colress for like 3. No, 2. But those 2 cards are probably better than what I have in hand. Like I have Starmie and I have Inteleon.
Yeah.
Pal Pad,
Pollution.
I think.
Pollutions in recovery.
Yeah. So energy to Remoraid. Let's go ahead and rip a Colress. Colress for 2, baby. We've Colress for 3 tonight. We've Colress for 2. Hey, you know what card I'm going to take out after tonight's game, Logan?
Colress.
Staryu. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh man, just imagine if we were playing Kiram. We'd have this night would have they should have pulled his hair out.
I would. I'm already this close to retiring, Logan. Put me in my grave, baby. All right, 2 cards. Oh, so good. Retreat into Basculin. Let's go ahead and gather the crew, baby.
What am I saying, Base? Is it Swamp Fire?
Oh, he didn't pay you the money yet. He didn't pay you the money.
It's okay. I am definitely happy to oblige to Vince, and thanks for everyone hanging out tonight. It's been fun already.
All right, all you, man.
All right, I will draw for turn. Right. Good card's kind of what I was hoping for. I was saying, give me something that is like easily discardable. I'm going to discard Fire Energy with Earthen Vessel. Gonna find just a basic Grass Energy off of this Earthen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bump your Brooklet with Stormy Mountains.
All right.
I'm gonna attach Grass Energy to Reggie Drago. I'm going to Guzma on Guzma the Frigibacks.
Yep.
Taking a KO, I don't believe this turn. At this point. We are going to draw some extra cards. We've established a couple of attackers here, 1 DDE away. So
now, just imagine if you had attached another energy to the Koraidon and benched Raging Bolt. You're doing 60 damage on my Frigibacks.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
People forget there's a first attack on Koraidon. And it's just as good as Drampa's attack if you don't have the damage counter proc.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely a route we could have been in there. Quick. All right. I'm going to Dragon Sword for 3. Go ahead and play Trainer's Mail. And we'll take Trekking Shoes. Play Trekking Shoes. We'll go ahead and hold on to that. And pass turn B.
All right. We'll draw. Okay. I mean, good. I mean, that's good. Energy on Frigibacks, and then I'm going to play Peony, discarding Superior Energy Retrieval.
Yeah.
Let's go get 2 trainers.
Yeah. Good. That's good.
Definitely need a level ball here. And I'm pretty sure I want a timer ball. Ready? We're gonna trust the timer ball. We got double heads or double tails earlier. We are owed it, chat. I am entitled to 2 evolutions. All right, Logan, you ready? Boom. Believe in. Witness history. 1 heads, baby. We did it. Yeah, so 1 heads off timer ball. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a timer ball is item Arazu. You were wrong. It is item Arazu. So much better. Thin your head by getting tails. Let's drizzle here. Drizzle is going to grab.
We on YouTube tonight too? I didn't even ask.
I think we're supposed to be. I don't know if we are or not.
I think we are. You've been reading some different chats.
All right, we're gonna level ball here as well. I got escape rope off of my Drizzile. Just it felt like the right thing to do. Let's grab off this level ball. I'm looking for artillery because I'm bad at searching through my deck. Is artillery prized? No, it's not. It's just at the bottom of my deck. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing Ball Guy and Apricorn Maker because you have access to Dive Ball. So I was like, I think you have to play Timer Ball in a style deck like this. Plus, sometimes you just fail and you get to draw extra cards, right? Like, it's okay. Sometimes it gets you 2 evolutions. And you just need as many evolutions to hand. So you can't play Evo Soda in a deck like this. I think Timer Ball is just a necessary evil in water and even grass because you need to get, artillery up. Or not artillery, Roserade. All right, let's go ahead and draw 4 off of this artillery.
Yeah, and Drizzle, I remember coming to that conclusion too back in the days. It's just correct.
All right. Let's go ahead and I've attached energy for turn already, but I am just going to play Escape Rope here. Force you out of Drago. Force you into your Koraidon into the active off the Escape Rope.
Yeah. Vince, that is really cool tech. Arazu and water. Drizzle for the candy.
All right, let's go ahead and Hisu and Basculin here. Let's get 2 down. I want to be honest, probably at this stage in the game, I probably want Kyogre, and I probably want a Manaphy.
Sure. All right. I'll draw for turn.
All right.
I'll bench Raging Bolt.
We did it. We played correctly this time, chat.
Stormy Mountains. For Tatsugiri. Bump Stormy Mountains for Viridian.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably not the best at the moment, but I need the energy, and I'm going to be able to swing in pretty nice here. Mill Viridian and discard Mysterious Treasure. Go grab basic fire energy out of the deck and attach that to Koraidon. And from there, good. We're going to Primordial Beatdown for 60 damage. Take a knockout on the little basket.
He did it, chat. He did it.
You put it in my head.
All right, we'll go up into Kyogre. Hey, I invented that play.
You did.
I don't know.
Just now, to me.
All right, we'll draw here. Hey, that's pretty busted. That's the card I was going to get off of Inteleon.
Sure.
So now I can just evolution incense. For Inteleon. Inteleon is going to grab us. Probably dive ball. I got rare candy in here somewhere. Rare candy. We'll go and get our boy. We'll evolve into him. Off of
I love playing water when it's like this. Oh,
sometimes it's just like this.
it's my favorite.
So let's go ahead and rain dance a water onto Kyogre. Let's
Sure.
play Nest Ball here. And let's grab our Whalmer.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm on Octillery first before I Irida.
What's the hope to find?
Just like more energy, probably, or maybe another supporter that's better. Like at this point, I don't really need Irida, because like I've already established a board. I don't need a Pokemon, so just like getting energy. I don't know, getting something else. Don't even really know what we're looking for, but
You play Earthen Vessel or no?
we got just letter.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, there's another energy. So that just guarantees us the Irida play. So we'll Irida here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just grab letter. I don't really want any Pokemon clogging up my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll grab water, attach both to Kyogre, and then I think I just got to kill Koraidon because you're still like. Oh, have I discarded to Viridian yet this turn?
Nope.
I don't think so. So let's
I don't
discard
think so.
Hisuian Heavy Ball. Let's go grab another water.
Yep.
We'll put that water on Inteleon, actually.
Yep.
And then let's go ahead and Dynamic Wave. And again, yeah, Koraidon's the danger. We're going to take care of the danger.
So.
3 energy back to hand. Here comes Hexer Marnie.
I don't think that be a play. I don't believe. We'll see. We'll promote Tatsugiri. We're going to draw for turn. I do have Colorless Tenacity in hand, so we definitely have at least an attack online with Double Dragon. Mm-hmm. Nation's bench is protected, so we're definitely going to be going after, unfortunately, this Kyogre, and that's okay. Let's attract customers and look at the top 6.
And you can find, you can't find DDE and Guzma, right? It's like you can get Guzma.
Right. Got Guzma and Hala and Cyber Maniacs out of this. I think that we probably just take the Guzma and Hala.
Guzma Hala is just probably like what? Is it worse Colress Tenacity in this spot? I guess it depends on the other contents of your hand.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. All right, I'm going to attach Air Balloon to Tatsugiri. I'm going to Colorless his Tenacity this turn. I want the stadium. Go ahead and take it. Though we'll take Rose Tower and Double Dragon energy off of Colress's Tenacity.
Mm-hmm.
Attach Double Dragon to our Regidrago. Going to retreat into Regidrago. I shouldn't have taken the stadium. Then we could have drawn a card. I could put the stadium down. How many cards in hand, B?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 of them are water.
He's drawing with artillery anyway. Rose Tower feels actually less impactful than leaving the Viridian. Like,
I agree. I
I'm going to
concur.
bump
I want
Viridian
the
for
Viridian.
Rose. Right. I'm going to Dragon Sword for 1. Play Bicycle. Or I'm play Acrobat. Look at the top 2 cards. Put one of them into my hand and one of them onto or discard. And I think that we will take the Fire Energy discard Cybermania. All right, then we're going to Dragon Fangs or Giant Fangs for 160 damage, take a knockout.
All right, Kyogre's down. Gonna go up into Wailmer here and draw. Evolving a Wailord. 3 energies onto Wailord. We still got to find 1. So I got Marnie. I can Ultra Ball to see 5 new cards. And I got Artabax as my other hand. So I am just gonna Ultra Ball, and let's go and grab a Staryu.
Sure.
We got 2 energies left in deck, but we also have Nessa. So we'll see what we end up getting here.
Could have Sammy, but I valued. I have Special Charge in hand, and an energy, so thought it was okay to not use Viridian.
All right, there's an energy that we found. And I haven't put a supporter yet.
You didn't hear any of that either.
Talking about me?
Yeah.
What didn't I hear?
Nothing.
Go.
Cards I had in hand.
Cool. Oh, I got Iono. It's the only card I can play, so I am going to play it.
Yeah. So the special, I had the Special Charge in hand, so I could have Special Charged and Guzma Hollowed back the Double Dragon energy.
Oh, nice.
But I'm not sure where that's getting me, really. We'll see. Against a whale, you've gotten established, so it's going to be tough.
All right, let's go ahead and put an energy onto Inteleon as well. Staryu just came down this turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're right. It did.
Let's check our discard pile here just real quickly. 1 energy. 2 energy. Just 2 energies. Oh, that's right, because they all came back to hand from Kyogre, so most of our energy is just in play. Let's do the big thing. 170 damage from our Hydro Pump Wailord.
Promote Tatsig. And draw for turn. We'll bench Druddigon. Take a look at our energies that we have down. Looking pretty good. I've got a Max Elixir. I think that it is probably the play to go ahead and play the Max Elixir. We'll look at the top 6. And attach a basic energy you find there. Would have loved a fire or water, but these are okay. We can just attach the fighting energy card pile real quick, actually. We'll leave the fighting in deck. We'll attach the lightning energy to our Raging Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
I have to see, like, I don't know, like a Crispin or I think Sod is prized.
This is kind of where we were talking. We're like, okay, so like had a pretty good start this game, and now you are running out of steam a little bit.
Yep.
It just feels like how these turbo setup matchups go. Like, yeah, it's not very interactive, I guess, is the way. Or maybe it's so interactive because we're just punching each other in the face, but neither of us is blocking.
Right. I'm going to Rescue Stretcher for Regidrago. Going to Rose Tower for 1. the tag call, but our double dragon is down. Let's attract customers. Find nothing off of attract customers.
Oof, dude.
Okay.
Double timer ball.
Probably should have played our pal pad, but I mean, even then we are getting like not much value. Let's turbo energize the raging bolt. Probably just a losing play though, but I don't really see much else to do. We can attach turbo energize to raging bolt, pal pad. Shuffle back in Cypher Maniacs and Guzma.
Mm-hmm.
And so retreat. And we will turbo energize. Water. Let's go. Probably just got to be this way. Let's go water and fire to Redagon.
Cool.
All right, go.
All right. I think that probably I mean, I think the next play is just it's going to be
Sure.
Guzma up,
Mhm.
Trogdor, kill it with Inteleon, and then put Raging Bolt within an Inteleon. Yeah, so let's do all that.
Cool.
So we were kind of looking like how do we use our Inteleon and set our Starmie up for a reasonable attack, and then maybe save this Wailord for some of the bigger guys. And this is kind of working out for us quite a bit. Let's go Starmie into play. Let's attach Floatstone onto Artillery. I am going to go ahead and Super Rod here. Let's put some of these energies back into our deck. 1 energy, 2 energy, and then I think I would also just like maybe a Kyogre back into my deck. All right. Let's draw 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then, yeah, let's Aqua Bullet 120 to the active. We'll put 20 onto Raging Bolt.
Draw for turn. Track cuts. Well, Rose Tower first.
Okay.
Bench Trampa, attract customers. Ugh. We got Guzman and Holla, but that's just fortunately, just another
tool at this point, right?
Yeah, we had a tag call in hand already, so I don't really foresee much way out of this one. You're down to 3 prize cards. I can. Yeah, like I said, we don't have any other special energies. Good. So I guess we will just retreat our Tatsugiri. Go up into Regidrago. Let's play Guzman Holla, discard Tag Call and Wishful Baton.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting Fury Belt. I'll attach Fighting Fury Belt to Raging Bolt. Take your knockouts. I'm going to Dragon Sword for 4. Play Special Charge to put back Double Dragon Energy.
A little too late.
Little too late. And then pass it back to you, B.
All right. We'll draw here. I was hoping for another Guzma play where we could knock out Raging Bolt, put damage counters on Tetsugiri to make our Starmie math a little bit better. But the Fighting Fury Belt is going to cause us some issues. So now I just kind of want to get rid of what's in front of me. Get rid of your draw power. So I do have just one retreat into Waylord, take the KO, not really do much else. And I think that's exactly what we'll do and just kind of save our resources here. So yeah, let's do that. Retreat off of the Inteleon up into Whale Boy. And then, yeah, we'll do the big thing.
Draw. You will go Steel Blower on your Footstone.
It gone.
Go Track Customers. Take Cypher Maniacs. And then that's Guzma up the we can Guzma up the Octillery, try to stall you a turn.
Alright.
Retreat into Drampa pass.
Alright. Draw. Alright. VS Seeker. Guzma.
Cool.
Guzma up, Raging Bolt, going to our Waylord.
GG's.
GG's. Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. I mean,
I think we figured out our experiment. Like, it's can you stay in the water long enough? No pun intended. Can you stay in the water long enough to not just get blitzed out? You know, and
Yep.
Water's a good deck to do it with because of all the tools that it has to piece its turns together quickly.
Yeah.
Like that's true. Water's my favorite deck, so glad that you played it. Glad to see it win because I didn't want Water to never be able to beat this thing. I was going to be really upset.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, like figuring out the matchup too, right? Like that.
Yes.
That style of dragon deck is a dragon deck that you're probably not going to see a lot locally, unless you have someone who's really plugged into the scene. So, like, hey, this is like one of my first times really playing against this list since we've had Raging Bolt, and so being able to be like, oh, I should get Manaphy in this spot. I think by game 3, I had it down to where, like, hey, even like this is a potential thing that can come up in one turn.
At any time.
Yeah, yep. And make sure I get Manaphy down. So again, learning your matchups, playing games, that's how you do it, right? So again, that last game was just we got to the Waylord, we did the thing, we hit a timer ball heads. I mean, that's really what it boiled down to. We hit a timer ball heads and we got our evolutions out and we did the thing and it stalled you out a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if Lee has run into some of the same things that you ran into here, where like you have Cole versus Tenacity or you have Guzman and Hala, and you just don't quite have another energy to grab off of those cards, with them being some of the only supporters you got. Because again, you got Special Charge there, and your Tetsugiri whiffed a couple times, maybe more than it said. I know you said your prizing was bad in that game too.
It was. I had prized Sadas, I prized Raihan, a bunch of really good supporters that you just really need.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I had a lot of fun tonight, Logan. Thanks for the
I
games.
think-
Yeah, fun 3 games.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. Logan, I purposely didn't put the new Wailord in my deck. I feel like that
Sure.
was just screaming your name. So I feel like maybe next week we might try for something like that or something else. We'll see. But yeah, see you guys all